Hi there and welcome back to another NJS instructional video. In this video I'm going to show you how to install this RHS transfer case actuator bash plate on your Isuzu MU-X or Isuzu D-Max. Now this particular bash plate is to protect the transfer case and the transfer case actuator. So why do you need something like this and why is it important? Now the transfer case on a part-time four-wheel drive vehicle has a twofold function. The first is to lock the front and the rear axles together. So this is like a center differential lock on a full-time four-wheel drive. And the second is also to engage that low-range gearing. Now the purpose of this guard is not only to protect the transfer case but also that electronic actuator that allows you to go from 2H to 4H and to 4 low. So that does away with the old mechanical lever that you used to have to use on an older full drive vehicle. In my research, I wasn't able to find any other product that could do what this RHS bash plate does. And about this particular bash plate, so this is made out of 4mm aluminium, and I believe it's a 5058 grade. It is also available in 5 and 6mm. And there also is a 6.1mm option in a higher grade of aluminium. The product itself is manufactured in Adelaide in Australia, and you can see that it is a very high quality product. It does have machine cutouts for where the fasteners also need to go, and that's really handy, so you know exactly which fasteners need to go where. And you can see that it is welded and braced to give you that additional rigidity and protection as well. And another advantage with this particular product and anything that RHS Offroad manufacture is they give you a brand new set of fasteners. Now why is that important? Not only are they brand new and haven't been used and pre-torqued, they also accommodate for the additional thickness of the actual bash plate. Now some of the products out there don't actually provide you with new fasteners, so you're forced to use the factory OE fasteners, and adding the thickness of the bash plate sometimes means that the fasteners are a bit too short and don't actually engage enough. Now here is the transfer case, and you can see the black factory guard there, and a credit to Isuzu, that is a 3mm mild steel plate, so it is pretty substantial, but what it does lack is protection of the electronic actuator, which is that black mechanism that you can see a little bit further up. Now if the electronic actuator were to be damaged off-road, either by a stick or a rock or whatever it might be, it might also prevent your gearing, so your transfer case gearing, to not be able to get out of whatever that current gear is. So say you're in 4 low, you damage that electronic actuator, it might mean that you cannot actually go back into 4H or even 2H. Now all up, the bash plate cost me around $200 plus delivery, and I think that's fairly cheap insurance for the protection that it provides. Now I've just used some extracts to prop up the left hand side of the vehicle and just to provide me some additional clearance to get underneath the vehicle and fit this bash plate. Now the front of the vehicle is pointing this way, and obviously this is the rear of the vehicle. So we're going to start by removing the 2 front fasteners and also then the one at the back. And to do so, I'm just going to use a 12mm socket. Now do pay attention to how much effort it took to crack those fasteners, and for me it wasn't that much effort. So when we do fit our new bash plate and the new fasteners, we'll pay attention not to over torque those, because we can start stripping the thread in this aluminium transfer case. Here's a comparison of the OE bash plate and the RHS bash plate, and you can already tell just by the size just how much more this will protect. The other thing also is how light this actual guard is. Because it is a high grade aluminium, it is extremely light. So much so that the factory guard is significantly heavier, even though it is significantly smaller. Now I've just pre-assembled the fasteners with their washers just here on the right hand side, and I will also be using some Loctite thread locker on the thread of our fasteners just to give it that additional bond and security, and to ensure that it won't vibrate and come loose over time. Now it is a bit easier to do this before you go under the vehicle. So we'll simply grab our RHS guard and just be mindful of the drain plug on your transfer case. So it's probably best just to give it a bit of an angle, clear it like that, and just put it roughly into position there. So we'll grab our first fastener and just place it in position there. And we won't do everything tight, we'll just do it finger tight for now. And the second one over here. And just on the back side. And you can see we've got good clearance around key points here and around the drive shaft there. We still have access to our drain plug for the transfer case oil. Now that everything's finger tight and we're in a good position, I'm just going to go around and tighten up each of those 4 fasteners with our 12mm socket. Now that completes the installation of our bash plate, and I can confirm that it does well and truly protect our electronic actuator up here. So there isn't much gap left between the cross member and the bash plate for anything to flick up and damage that actuator. Now a few other things that I really like about this bash plate, it has this really nice big radius over here. So as you're full driving and you're climbing things, there's nothing that can catch along that edge. And it also has this nice tapered section at the back. Not only does that give it additional rigidity, it also helps deflect anything back down should anything come up and flick onto it. Now I am super impressed with the quality and the fit, and also how easy it was to install the RHS Bash Plate for our transfer case. I had absolutely zero fitment issues. Now I will also consider upgrading the transmission and the engine sump and the radiator bash plates from the factory to an RHS Bash Plate as well. And you can see that the factory transmission guard is a composite plastic, and our engine and our radiator guards are a thin mild steel. So I hope you found this video informative. Don't forget to like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell notification icon. Thanks for watching.